Good day and welcome back to another DB Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the step up banner, whether you should summon on the step up banner in DBZ Dokkan battle. Now for those of you who don't know, there's always a New Year's step up banner. Basically it's a great way for players to kind of get their hands on essentially a whole bunch of like new content or new units that have released throughout kind of the course of the year. The step up banner has set steps and you can run through each or the banner 3 times, and as you go up through each step you gain access to more units. Now that doesn't necessarily mean you're guaranteed one of those units. It means that they get added into the pool and you can pull from the existing ones. Okay, so it is a little bit interesting, but yeah, that is basically the premise of it. So as you can see here, you can perform up to 3 rounds of it, and it consists of 5 stages. In total it's 200 dragon stones. The first stage is 20, and the first stage guarantees you only a super class or extreme class lead. The super extreme or category lead can be chosen from these characters down below. All of these are pretty good. We'll talk about all of them in a little bit more detail obviously afterwards, but step 2 is 30 dragon stones. This one guarantees you a legendary character. The legendary character will be pulled from this pool down below as well. So you can pull these units as one of your select LR characters. Then you have the dragon stones required for the next step, which is 50. This one guarantees you, I believe, a category or super or extreme class category character. Then step 4 is 50 again. This guarantees you a category lead only, and then these units are added into the pool. And then finally the last step lets you have a guaranteed LR again. Now it's important to understand, please, that the guaranteed LR isn't pulled from those 8 that you see there. It's pulled from those 8 and the previous LRs from the 3rd step. Same with the category leads. It's not just those category leads under the 4th step. It's those category leads plus the previous category leads. So it is something super important for you to understand. Now you can also pull these units on any step. So you can pull any of these units on any step as well. That is also possible. Starting from the top in the first step, obviously Strength Cooler I think is great. Strength Goku I think is great. Tech Hit, although a bit more exclusive, is great. Metal Cooler is also great. I think Tech Hit's pretty decent, I want to say, overall, at least for me. Then you've got AGL Metal Cooler, who's also pretty decent. You've got the AGL Transforming Goku and the Tech Frieza. Both of them are still okay. They haven't aged poorly at all, but they are not incredible, but they're still very good. SS4 Full Power Goku, Physical Gohan, all of these units are good, but they require easy A's. So every single one of these units requires their easy A to be pretty good. Pretty much every unit in the first step has an easy A. All of them are great easy A's. Some are definitely better than others, but they all do require the easy A. And it's the same with the LRs. All of these LRs have easy A's. I would honestly say, out of all of them, possibly, I think none of them are too stellar. I think Perfect Cell is really good. I think Mighty Mask is okay now. I think a lot of them are okay. They just don't really strike me as units that are going to change your box. The next step is a bit better. Heavenly Events, Gohan is pretty good. Broly is very good with a couple dupes in him. Videl, although dropping off the kind of side defensively, is still alright. And the Goten and Trunks unit is okay. The rest are fine and good in niche situations, in the sense that they are good but on their select teams. Like Janemba, Tech Janemba is pretty good. Tech Mr. Gohan is still probably the best out of the batch, but that's just due to the fact that he's pretty much inherently relatively future-proof due to his design. The next step is very good. These are all the 2022 step-ups. Honestly here, the only one you don't really want is Raditz. The rest are all really good units. Ginyu is a fantastic unit. Every single one of these units is incredibly good. So there's no issue with this step at all. Personally, I think this is a great value step. Barring like some of the most recent releases, I think Tech Japan being on here would have been good. I think if you're happy if you get one of these units, pretty much. These guys are really good. Maybe the Universe 6 skills and Trunks is a bit more selective, and the Strength Super Vegeta I think is a bit behind all the others. And then the LRs, they're decent. I think all of them are good choices. I don't think any of them are step out to me spectacularly. Goku and Gohan, the tech one, is probably the best one out of the bunch. I think the tech SS2 Gohan, the Universe 7 Frieza, and 17, I think these are a little bit wonky but strange choices, if I can be honest. They're probably the ones you don't want on these choices. Overall though, the banner obviously has a bunch of great units. You know, I think if you had to count how many units are good, if I had to just go through this list and say good, 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 most would be like, yeah, you know, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I think the issue is more just that I don't know how much value you gain really by summoning them like this. Your chances of getting the really good units is not necessarily super high. Your chances of getting the bad units is, you know, probably a little bit higher. One thing I will say is that pulling each of these units individually, also some of the newer ones, isn't great. For example, getting Captain Ginyu is awesome, but if you don't have Strength Rikumen Gildo, or you don't have Int Jason Berta, he's not going to look that great. AGL Metal Cooler and some of the EZAs I think are good from the worldwide download celebration. I think those can really change up your box, and some of them are still very strong, but then you still have to be able to do their EZAs. I think overall the Step Up banner is great if you are a new player. If you're a new player that's really into looking to expand your box, get some leads, get some category leads, I think the Step Up banner is great. I think a lot of the more powerful LRs that they've released are not on this banner. Final Form Cooler, LR Zamasu, you know, LR Goku from the Cooler movie, LR Goku and Vegeta from the Cooler movie, because of the Carnival banner, the way it works. Physical Cooler. A lot of the stronger LRs from the year aren't actually on the banner, which is a little bit of a shame. Also, plus, you know, Vegeta and Trunks aren't there. So overall, I would say the really game-breaking units are maybe not here, but I do think the banner still holds some decent value. I would honestly say probably do one round, see how that goes for you. But yeah, one round would be good for me. I think that's a fair point where to call it if you're looking at saving your 200 stones. It's difficult to say because we don't know what else is coming from a global perspective. Not too much exciting stuff is coming. So as a global player, it's okay to also invest on this, unless you're super into some of the more obscure units that are coming out. There's actually not too much coming out that's of major interest. So you might want to invest on this. It is 600 stones in total, but there are units here that could change your box. But I think personally save and maybe just do one round. Bye.